Hello. Alright. Hey, good day today. I got to see my core. Hell, that's fun. Also updated my game. Yeah, I went over there and went out to dinner. Went to like a game exchange, which is cool because they had a lot of cool shit. They even had an old retro Nintendo. I wonder how much those fucking cost on eBay. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, we went to game exchange, and they had lots of cool stuff that we like. It was like right next to our place. Like I'm about to live like right next to her. So that's cool. Wait. Let's see here. Oh yeah, NES console. Yeah, they have one of those old school NES consoles there. Yeah. Yeah, those are fucking expensive, but they had it for pretty cheap, dude. That's why Game Exchange is pretty awesome. I think it was still 100, which is still a little bit costly. Like I had one of those old school NES, the box NESs, you know what I'm talking about? But anyway, yeah, we had fun. Got to eat, got her flowers, brought her water. I'm feeling good right now. Also, I installed Windows on her Steam Deck, which was surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it would be. I mean, it was still like kind of a chore, but not really. Like, I'm really good at this shit. So, anyway, what was I doing? I'm gonna clean this up a little bit because there's some shit wrong with this. I noticed. I'm probably not gonna be here for that long. I'm probably gonna go. I gotta do more shit tomorrow. I gotta do more stuff. Stay on top of it. Man, I spent a lot of fucking money today, but oh well. I spent way too much money. Which, I don't know, it sucks because I'm trying to save up. So that way I'm not screwed when I get my new place. Okay. That sound effect is fucking with me. I guess that was it. Would I have the dead zone at? I can go check that out too. Yeah, no, it was a good day. Today's a good day. I changed my diet up. If anyone gives a fuck, no one cares. But hey, no, I changed my diet up and shit. Well, I'm on a diet. Like I started eating like a lot healthier. Like I already work out and shit, but I didn't cut out carbs like entirely. I feel like you still need carbs, just not a whole bunch. You don't need a whole lot. I basically cut out sugar, I cut out dairy, and like those two things alone have given me so much fucking energy, it's insane. It's like I'll get home and like I just had like a really busy day today. I just did all this fucking shit. Same thing yesterday. And you would think, like I would think that like by now I would get home after doing all this shit. And usually I am. By now I'm fucking exhausted. You know, by now I'm just like, oh god, like can't keep my eyes open, just like god, I'm so fucking tired. Not right now. I'm like wide awake. I'm totally fucking fine. I feel like I could go do more. It's fucking weird. It's weird to me. Yeah, no, I gotta do more shit tomorrow. I'll try to do a show tomorrow, but you know. Like, it's just weird getting all this energy back. Like, I stopped taking the melatonin too, and that was already like a power boost or whatever. Because I feel like the melatonin was like making me fucking groggy and shit. And then, so yeah, that was like a big boost. And then, like, when I changed my diet up, like, it was just a few days ago. It wasn't even that long ago. It was just a couple days ago, and I could already feel like it's almost like I had a fucking energy boost from stopping the melatonin, like that got rid of all the drowsiness and sleepiness, like sleeping in. But then changing my diet just like extended my battery life. So now I'm just like, I'm good. Anyway. Okay, let's go check out the dead zone real quick. Because I did add the dead zone back in, because apparently that was an issue for some people. 0.25, let me see how this works out. I'm going to test it all out. Let's see, my mom's out of the hospital. Doing good with money again. Yeah, so far so fucking good. Like I mentioned this before, there's like the macro world and the micro world. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And it's like I'll get the macro world in order, like the world at large, but then the micro world, which is my little normie dipshit life that everyone else has, that all of you have, that we all have. Like the micro world will catch fire and everything's like fucked. And I'm like, oh god. And so then I'll go fucking fix the micro world, but then the macro world, the world at large is all fucked up. I'm like, oh no, I gotta fix that now. It's just like back and forth, like fuck. Like, have y'all ever seen, y'all seen Spider-Man, right? It's a lot like that. It's a little too accurate, actually. So anyway, some of y'all are like, what is he talking about? Shut up. Shut up, it doesn't matter. You don't get it. That's okay. Man, there sure are a lot of it's not even just dudes, it's just people. A lot of people like thirst after my girlfriend. It's weird. And like, I'm getting better at like being jealous and shit, I feel like. Because I've changed my whole like outlook on it all. Like my outlook on it all is like, you wish. You wish, asshole. Fuck you. Never happening. Yeah, no, that's mine. So I feel like that's helped me out a lot. Because normally I'd just be like grr, grr, like all the time, like grr. And now I'm just like ha ha, ha ha. Anyway, hey, as long as she didn't do anything, that's all I give a fuck about. But she didn't really like anyone. She's like me. Like I don't fucking give a shit about anybody. Like I'm not into anyone. Like I'm not even like remotely attracted to anyone. Like when I see like other people, I'm just like, no, I'm good, thank you. Like they could throw themselves at me, and I'd just be like, it's like get that away from me, or get those away from me, or whatever. So anyway, what else? Yeah, I got Windows set up for her on her Steam Deck, which is cool. I'm gonna do the same fucking thing, actually. I should probably do it. I'll do it tomorrow. But now that I've done it once, it should be able to... I did it pretty quickly, too. It was like less than 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, you wish, Scrubs. Okay, what was I doing? I hope some of them like find me and like watch this. I hope you see this. I'm laughing at you. I'm sure some of them do. Or I don't know. I'm sure most dudes like don't give a fuck. Like they're just trying to get in. You know? Like, oh, she has a boyfriend. Don't care. I'm going to keep trying. You know? Which is why I typically get all like defensive normally. But I feel like I'm getting better about it. Okay, let me test the dead zone. The dead zone is like, say this is the analog stick and you can tap it. You know, you can barely move it. Right? Well, like, there's like a little area, like a tiny little dead zone in the very center. Like imagine it's like a circle, right? And you can move the stick around like that. Get what I'm saying? Well, there's like an area right here where it registers as 0. And you can you can set the size of the dead zone, so I can make it like that, to where like all you have to do is put it anywhere in this big ass spot, and it would just register as 0, like if the stick's not moving at all. But I had it as something like really tiny, and if it's fine for me on my machine with my controller, but apparently some people were having issues with it, so I expanded the size, and now I'm about to check it out. If anyone gives a shit. If anyone cares, that's what I'm doing right now. He makes video games. Yeah, I do. See, it feels alright to me. I'm pressing right now. It's still a little big though. That's what she said. Oh shit. I don't know, it feels alright. I'm testing it all out. I don't know, that seems okay to me. I should have tested it out before I uploaded it, but someone sent me someone gave me a really good review today, and they were kind enough to just point out the flaws without being like, it's got this and that, downvote, negative. So I'm actually kind of grateful. If you're watching this, thanks a lot, homie. I'm actually kind of grateful that you did, because then I could go back and I was like, oh shit, you know, I didn't realize they were even fucking there, so I went and fixed them real quick this morning. Because I just did an update. Like, this game looks cool. Yeah, this game's fucking awesome, dude. What are you talking about? Looks cool. This game's the fucking shit. Alright. Woo. I just like how it runs so smoothly on the... This isn't the Steam Deck, this is my computer. But it runs so nice on the Steam Deck, dude. Like, it's crazy. It runs better on the Steam Deck than it does on my fucking computer. Oh, shit. Yeah, I made the AI. I made the whole fucking game, basically. Like, everything you see here right now, I did. This is all me. Oh, shit. All yours truly. It took a little while. It's funny because when I tell people about this game, like, they're like, you made a video game? Like, yeah, I did. I made several, actually, technically. This is the only one that's available in the Steam store currently, though. I'm just glad people like it. I actually got two reviews recently. I'm really good, like, with math and coding and shit like that. Like, and art, I suppose. Like, I'm, like, insanely good at all this stuff. Oh, shit. Oh, God! That was sneaky. I was doing something. Evil asshole. I just need to get better at, like, being nice and social and shit. I used to be a really nice guy, you know, I think. I used to be pretty nice. I still am. I'm just not very friendly anymore. You know, I used to be a lot friendlier, I think, when I was young. A lot of y'all that here on Facebook or that actually know me, like, you knew, like, you met me, like, I don't know, I used to be really fucking friendly. I don't know, I just got fucked over, like, a whole fucking lot. Like, a whole lot. Like, a million times. I've also almost died, like, fucking a dozen times, and, like, there's a bunch of other shit that I can't prove happened. That actually is happening. Yeah, there's just, like, a lot going on, so... But I don't know. I feel better now. Alright, now that Corey's here, and... You know, I'm about to be in a nice new place. Nice, clean, and quiet. I got both of my worlds in order. And I'm a lot healthier with my diet. So yeah, all these things I feel like are going to make a big improvement for me. And yeah, I'll try to invite people over or something. Or I don't know, maybe run a game server. Because a lot of my, like, closest friends in real life, like, we've all played games on, like, I used to run game servers and shit. You've been on them. Like, I know you have. Like, pretty much all of you. Like anyone like worth talking to for me personally has joined me on one of my servers in the past. So I might just do that again, because that's like we don't have time to fucking drive all the way like 30 minutes or an hour fucking out. Visit, you know, we're all fucking busy, we all have lives. But that's something like we could jump on really quickly every now and then for like 30 minutes or something. God damn, that looked awesome. You know, like, it'll just be like the equivalent of like kind of hanging out and shit. Be like, hey, what's up? All that stuff. Ah, shit. Plus, I'm just so fucking, I'm like action combat oriented anyway. I'm not really much of a talker. Oh! Sorry. See what I mean? Ah, shit. Man, so I've been like reading up on string theory and quantum physics and shit a lot lately. And the weirdest thing happened, I was like pondering space-time and space-time continuum and all that shit. And it was weird, like this was all earlier today. And then I was watching Star Trek about an hour ago or something like that. And in the episode, the whole episode was about space and time. They're like, it looks like the whole space-time continuum has been fractured. I'm like, oh, that's weird. Because in quantum physics, it's like the observer helps bring all the possible realities into existence or whatever. And it's almost as if, because I was focusing on it to begin with, it manifested later on the very same day, which is kind of weird. I thought. So now I just need to be like, billions of dollars in my bank account. An unfathomable amount of fucking money in my bank. Just like, it's almost as if a cat just crawled up on the keyboard and just sat down on the num key, on the numpad, and that's my bank account. Right? Just focus on that. Oh shit. No, but the whole 10 dimension, it's kind of interesting. Like, I feel like I can explain it all really well, because I saw this one video of some kid trying to explain it, and I was like, no. I mean, it's all theoretical anyway. Like, I feel like a lot of people forget that these are all just different theories people have. Of course, like, you know, most of the scientific community supports, you know, string theory and all that shit, but it's weird. Okay, I'm sure most of you already know all this shit anyway. It's fucking, I just kind of want to talk about it because it's interesting. Like, if you go down, like, times, like if you go down to an atom, right, and like a proton in the atom, which, you know, they aren't like little spheres, it's just like energy. You zoom in times like 1,000,000, these tiny little vibrating strings inside of the proton. Like, inside the proton, and you zoom the fuck out, it's like inside the atom. You zoom out, and all these fucking atoms make up a fucking, like, cell. Zoom the fuck out. All those cells make up, you know, your organs, flesh. Zoom the fuck out, and there's you. Zoom the fuck out, and there's the Earth. Or the United States, Earth, so on and so forth. Fucking solar system, all that shit. And, it's just weird because, like, the laws up here are different when compared to when you get way the fuck down there. And it all just comes down to, like, the observer. Like, if the observer is not present, it's really fucking, it's complex. I don't even know where to fucking begin with all this shit. But I think the thing I really want to talk about the most is the 10 dimensions, though. Like, so the first dimension is a point, right? It's like, you know, like a dot. Like, we use that represents something, whatever the fuck it is, like in math. You draw a line to another dot, and it's still like, that's still 1D, right? But then, if, like, say you take that line, and you, like, You take that line, right, and you like pull it out like a slice of fucking cheese or a piece of paper, right? And that's 2D, right? Follow me? And then so that's 2 dimensions. And if you take that piece of paper, that fucking slice of cheese or whatever the fuck, and you pull it up this way, that's 3 dimensions, right? And they say you can't really imagine what the fourth dimension and beyond is. But I really sat there and thought about it. I was like, yeah, you can picture it. It's almost like the 4th dimension is that fucking, let's call it a block of cheese, right? And that block of cheese is 3D, and that's all you can see is the 3rd dimension here and now. Well, it's like the 4th is like another line, like say a timeline of just like say if you're like a fucking baby and you grow into a full-grown adult and you grow into an old person, that whole timeline of your entire life, that's like the 4D, the 4th dimension. And it's like we can't see it now. Like I can't like look at my old self. I can't look this way, that way, that way, that way. You know what I mean? Because this is all 3D. I can't look back in time and see myself as a baby because you can't see 4D, right? So it's the same principle. You take that line, right? It's a 4th dimensional timeline, and you stretch it out again like a piece of paper, and there's all these parallel universes, and that's the 5th dimension. You understand? I feel like I could make a good teacher when it comes to this shit. And the 5th dimension is all. So let's say if you're a baby, and like when you grow up, there's just like a million different ways that 4D line could cut through the 5th dimension. It could go any number of fucking ways for where it reaches this point to this point. On that 5th dimensional plane, that 4D line could go fucking anywhere, right? So that's the 5th dimension. All these parallel realities. And then do the same thing. And you take that, you stretch it this way, and it's the 6th dimension, which contains all possible, that's the multiverse basically, all possible timelines. All possible timelines within this reality that you and I know here and now. And then you do it all again. And the 7th dimension is like this line to this line, and this is where it all gets kind of shaky and kind of hard to explain. Or this point to this point creates another fucking line, but this line would contain all possible fucking realities from like the Big Bang to the fucking end of the universe, right? Just all of them. All of them contained within one stretch of, not even time at that point. I don't even know what the fuck to call it. It's so, like, twisted up at that point. But it'd be like everything you could possibly ever fucking know would exist there. And then you do it again. The 8th dimension is, you pull it out sideways again, like a fucking... And then this would be all the other possible Big Bangs with universes and realities that are completely fucking different from ours. Like they're the laws that, like we here have certain laws like gravity or fucking space and time, or you know what I'm saying? Like there are different things that are a fundamental part of this reality, but that's only in that 7D timeline containing all possibilities within what we perceive as reality. But when you stretch it out like that, then it's like God knows what. It could be fucking anything. There could be like universes where gravity doesn't even fucking exist or whatever the fuck. And you do the same thing for the 9th reality. You stretch it out this way, like a cube again, and that's like all fucking conceivable possibilities. Like, and impossibilities, just like everything. That's everything. Like, all of it. And then you make all of that into a point. Like, and that's the 10th reality. It's just that point, which contains all possibilities and impossibilities. And some say there's an 11th one, but it's like, where would you go from there? Like, you can't stretch it out to another point and create another line, because this one point, the 10th dimension, already contains literally everything at that point. It contains all fucking possibilities, all impossibilities, all improbabilities, just like everything is contained within that one point. So no, there is no 11th dimension. And I don't know, it's almost like, I don't say it like proves the existence of God or anything like that at all. I'm not suggesting that it would. But if you really stop and think about it, you know, and this is all a part of like this theory too. If all of these dimensions cover like all of the possibilities and impossibilities, then like, you know, theoretically, couldn't an all-powerful being exist within these fucking higher dimensions that keeps itself completely fucking hidden to all these lower ones? Because like I said, we already went from like 2D to 3D to 4D to all the fucking parallel realities and 5D to all the multiverse and 6D to fucking 7D, where, you know, just on and on and on. And eventually, like, once we get to like, what is it, 8 or 9D, it's like then we're just dealing with shit that doesn't even fucking exist at that point. Just like totally fucking made up bananas bullshit. So I don't know, I'm not trying to like suggest that anything, I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I just find it interesting because, like, well, if it covers like everything that's impossible in the theory, you know what I mean? It's like, so what if, you know, what if? We don't know. There's no way of knowing. Or is there? I don't know. If there was like some kind of all-powerful being, whether it's the creator or like just this overall fucking god that fucking oversees it all, like, it could remain completely hidden for any reason, like a number of reasons if it felt like it. Like, it could just come up with its own bullshit reasons. Be like, what? I don't feel like showing myself to you. Fuck you. Like, I don't have to. Like, it's select people, and maybe that's why some people say they experience it or see it. They have their own like version of it that they encounter, or they're just nuts. One of the two. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna go. Later.